So we're going to use a function called should expand, and it's just going to answer itself the question, should I expand? And the whole idea is that we have an index for this group. So what this group is going to do is that it's going to ask this function here, should I show all of the contents? And the way it's going to do that is by using the index, and it's going to check this array right here, and it's going to say if that index is evident, or if it's in there, then show the item. If it's not in there, then don't show the item. Now we can do this all in one line. So we could just say if this dot state, I'm not going to do it because it's too long. There's just no problem. But we could, let's actually just do it. So let groups to expand, sorry, is equal to this dot state dot groups to expand, and if, well, we'll just loop through everything. The whole process is really long. We could just loop through it, loop, check if there, there we go, pseudocode. Check if there are matching indexes or index, and then remove the one that is matching, or not remove, but say true when matching and false when none of them are matching. We could do all of that, but we're not going to do any of that. Instead, what we're going to do is we're simply going to use the includes method here, and this will either return true or false. So return, and we will say return. So this dot state dot groups to expand dot includes, and if it includes the index, which I haven't defined, then I'll define it here. So if it includes this index, then yeah, expand. Yes, you should expand. Else, if it's not in there, do not expand. So when that happens, what we'll do is that we will say, what we will say, we will say let should I expand is equal to this dot should I expand, and I will pass in the index. And once we've done that, we can just say something along the lines of should I expand, we will say we'll return out a div which will essentially just render out all of this, else don't return anything. So now we'll just cut all of this from there, and we'll place it into here. So now that we have done that, we get an error. Beautiful. So it says line 20 groups is not defined. So which one is line 20? Line 20, line 20, line 20 is in here somewhere, and it's not groups, it's just groups to expand. If we go back and we look at this, so if we expand this, we get the message, hooray. If we don't, you get that. Yay. Right. The second thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this thing here, that error with the key problem. It's not really a problem. As you can see, this kind of works, but I guess it's good practice to just remove the content. So we'll just say key set to index when we need it, and likewise key is set to index when we need it. And likewise here, I'll call this one I instead so we don't get confused. Also key is equal to I. And yeah, so now we don't get the error no more, and I'll remove these messages. So I'll just use the find function on thing or on VS Code. We'll remove you, and we'll also remove you. That's beautiful. So now when we come into here, we have the message, we have it on. As you can see, it's just a nice process as opposed to having everything just there. And the last thing that I want to do for this video is probably to just shift this ever so slightly. I'm not. Well, I just want it to work. I'm not really concerned about the styling right now, but we will say something along the lines of, in here we'll just say margin of 10px, just like so. So now everything is slightly shifted. Same idea. Second thing we'll do is that we'll move that expand onto the same line as the actual text itself, or the header, or whatever. So we will go to run the groups, and where is our header? Right here. So we will say style, and I'll just copy this because I'm lazy. I really should just put this in like a separate file, but yeah. So now if we do the same thing, really, you get the idea. So now let's say if we've got 100 messages from Mike, and we've seen all 100 messages from Mike, so we don't want to have to go through each one and dismiss each one. Instead, all we just want to do is just dismiss all of them all at once. So to do that, let's just create a dismiss all function. And what this dismiss all function is going to do is that it's just going to remove all of them. But how it's going to do it is that, remember how when we defined the groups, we had in each folder, or property rather, but we'll call them folders, we had this options, and this options contain all of our messages, even for the messages or groups that only have one option. They still have that options array. So essentially all we're going to do is that we're just going to pass in this options array, and we're going to use this dismiss function as well. So we'll just go through all of the options and we'll dismiss them one at a time. And then because there's a change in state each time, React is going to react to them and just remove all of them. And make it seem like it's happening at once, but really and truly it's happening one by one. So we will, to do that, we'll just say options for each. So for each option, we will just go to this function, so this dot dismiss, and we'll dismiss that option. And I hope that works. So next to this, we'll just add another button. Which is going to say dismiss all, and instead of, hang on, not there, but we'll keep that, and we'll pass it in here. So we will say dismiss all, and we'll just dismiss some of these options. So now when we go into here, when we press dismiss all, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Brilliant. So let's figure out why nothing is happening. Let's check the inputs that dismiss all is getting. So console.log options. So when we add all of them in and we press dismiss all, it's not running. It's not running. Why is it not running? Did I define it right? No, I didn't. I said dismiss all, not dismiss them one by one. So if we try that again, dismiss all. Oh dear. So it says, hey, this is message yada yada do, and it only removes message 2. doesn't remove message 1. Interesting. Why does it do that? Let's try to figure it out. So, for each option, we are running this function, this.dismiss function. This essentially goes into wow. Okay. Okay. We're not going to do that. Instead, all we're going to do is we are going to define the notifications for each one. So this state notifications, and we simply will say notifications is equal to notifications of for each. We'll say item, and if item is not equal to the option message ID, likewise message ID needs to be consistent, nor just use this format. So if they're not equal, then if they are equal, then return null, else return item. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do some research as to why that didn't work. I believe it's because of this set mistakes in between the for loops. This should definitely work, but let's just make sure it does. But yeah, try different things when certain things don't work, or try to figure out why you went wrong. But yeah, notifications. If we do that again, we add all of them in, and we get a beautiful error. Alright, so not for each, and there's a filter method. Why am I rushing? Anyways, yeah. So as we see, John sent 2 messages. John no longer exists. Liam sent 2 messages. Liam no longer exists. Abraham sent 2 messages. Abraham no longer exists. Sorry, no notification at this time. Something happened there. It was very interesting. So dismissal. Okay. Thought I saw something. That didn't quite seem right, but okay. But yeah, that was essentially what I wanted to do for this video. It's been quite a long video, so we're going to cut it there. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. Again, this isn't supposed to be a tutorial or anything. It's just supposed to be implementing basic ideas that you take for granted every single day, like the notification calendar on your iOS or Android device. But yeah, have a good day. See you next time.